Is it black cocoa? Okay. We recording? Okay. Okay. Here we go. You're now going to have 4 questions. Okay. The Environmental Club sells sweatshirts as a fundraiser. They sell 1,200 shirts a year at $20 a shirt. Okay. They're planning to increase the price. A survey indicates for every $2 increase in price, there will be a drop of 60 sales per year. What should the selling price be to maximize the revenue? Okay. Let's start with what? Let X represent the number. Oh boy. This begins to become laborious after you've done it 30 times. The number of what? $2 increases. It's the exact same every single time you see a revenue question. What's the second thing I'm going to write on my page? R equals the number of something sold or something similar to it multiplied by how much? I only have one A. Don't apologize to me. Don't even apologize. This is my point. Okay? We got to fill in these 2 brackets. So what are we going to fill them in with? Number of something sold. Okay, let's read the question. Shirts, yeah. But it's going to be revenue has to equal the 1,200 I started with, right? 1,200. And then what happens after I impose my change? I see a drop of 60. Minus 60. How many times does it drop by 60? X, because every time I increase the price, I lose 60 sales. So it's minus 60x. Can everybody see that okay with the light? The light's not great in here, eh? Is it okay, or do you want me to use black text?
I can't see much. The glare is, I can't see it.
Is black better? Here, let's just see if black works.
Can you just close one of the blinds?
I don't know. Can you? I'm scared of one of you falling out the window, reaching up there. I don't know. Look at those windows. Do they look very well supported? The answer is no. And they're not going to fix them. Oh, I know. That's what I mean.
No, that's
what I
only.
mean.
Are we actually having IEC?
I'd imagine so. Okay, let's do this. You asked for it. Let's go. Is this better? Is that better? Okay, number of something sold we said was 1,200 minus 60x. How much? Second part. How much do they sell for? 20 to start with. 20. Yes, and very good. Now we're going to what? We're going to... Well, we don't have the rest of the statement yet. We still got another piece here.
Well, I thought he already said plus 2.
Just relax. I want to make sure everybody hears it. So hostile. Now what? Justice. Expand it now. 1,200 times 20. 1,200 times 2x. What's that? $2,400x, and then minus 60 times 20. What's that? 1,200x. It has to be minus, yeah. Okay, and then minus 120x squared. Good. Collect like terms now. So R equals. Well, yeah, okay. I'm going to rewrite it in descending order and collect like terms at the same time. 120x squared. Okay. So now I'm at the stage of completing the square. But what do I need to do first? X squared alone. So r equals negative 120. X squared minus 10x. Close the square bracket plus 24,000. Leave that number on the end alone. Okay. Complete the square. Z equals negative 10 divided by 2 squared, negative 5 squared, which is equal to 25. R equals negative 120 x squared minus 10x plus 25 minus 25 plus 24,000. Put a round bracket around the first three terms. X minus 5 squared minus 25 plus 24,000. Okay, I'm gonna shrink this down here. Ever see that okay still?
Yeah.
Okay. What's next? Get rid of squares, sure. How do I do that? Put the 120 into both those terms that are inside the square brackets, right? So r is going to equal negative 120 x minus 5 squared. What's, I can't do this one. What's 120 times negative 25? $3,000 right on? That might be right, actually. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about the final answer. Okay, vertex. 5, 27,000. So, max revenue, $27,000. When you increase the price 5 times. The question asks, what should the selling price be though? So what is the selling price? 5 times what? 2. $10 plus the original 20 that it sold for.
10 plus 20 is
$30 sale price. Okay. The more of these you do, particularly the revenue questions, I know I make this look really easy, but I've done 2,000 of them. You too could make this look really easy.
Sorry, where does the 20 come from when it's added to the 10?
The 20 was the original sale price.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Any issues? Okay. Let's do the next one. Yes? I might do one harder question too. I'll find one and we'll try one more hard one. Something you haven't seen yet. Just to lock in the yeah, Paul?
Are you recording?
Yes. Okay, just to lock in the idea. Remember, the only way I can make these harder, I can't make the revenue questions harder. They just, you do the exact same thing every time. I can make the area ones just a touch bit harder yet. That's, yeah, that would be a notch up from the 4-sided one. I'll see if I find a question in the last 15 minutes and I'll record it. That knocks it up one more notch.
Are we gonna do it as a class? We should record it alone and then post it.
I would do it as class if you want. Okay? Don't forget about your transformations too. That's an equal part of tomorrow's test. Okay, what we took up this morning, that formative.
How many points is the test?
I don't know, I haven't written yet. Why is that a shocker?
You just never write them until the night before we're due.
Well, we got 300 things on the go.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying.
How about this? We'll just open up everyone's homework binder and see how far behind they are. Oh. We're all busy, are we? Can we do the next question now? Okay. A carpenter has 60 meters of trim. What is the largest area that could be done if it's an open concept and there are only 3 walls requiring trim?
Why is it important that it's an open concept?
Because if I said it was, I don't know. If it was closed concept, then it would have 4 walls.
Still have 4 walls because it's a house.
Yeah, maybe one of your walls is a kitchen. I wrote this. I didn't want to give you a verbatim homework question. I think what I meant here, Sarah, was like, you go in a house like my house. My house, as soon as you walk in, the back wall is all kitchen. So there's no trim. As soon as you walk in the front door, like trim on the floor. As soon as you walk in the front door, I have like my island here, and then this is all cabinets. So like only three of my walls have trim on it.
Is this a door?
The front door's here.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Does that maybe I wrote this question pretty quick, but I didn't want to give you an exact question at your homework. Just want to tweak it a little bit, but then I got a bit rushy, so here we are. Does that make sense now? Okay, let's do this question. I probably could have saved that picture. But anyway, 3 walls requiring trim. You have a length, and a width. And 60 meters to go around. So, perimeter, here we'll write these underneath here. Perimeter equals 2L plus W. 60 equals 2L plus W. I just want to get the W by itself. 60 minus 2L equals W. What's the other equation I have at my disposal?
That looks like it'd be.
It's got a bump in the middle.
Looks like W.
Okay. Area equals length times width. There's your 2 equations. That's probably going to be the case. That's going to be the case with all these questions. You're going to have to write these 2 things down. Perimeter, and you're going to have an area equation with these.
Are we gonna do volume of surface area for this, or is that?
They get a bit, I think, the same thing happens when you, remember when we took like the scale factor and we squared it, and I was having a hard time with the area? Turns out as soon as you start going to cubics, it just gets carried away. You know what I mean? Same idea. It's a little bit funnier. It's an extra variable, which makes it a little bit trickier. Okay, let's, I'm gonna make the substitution here. I know what W is. I'm gonna substitute it down here. Area equals length times width. The width is 60 minus 2L. Distribute 60L minus 2L squared. I'm going to rewrite that so it looks good. 60L. Complete the square. First step of complete the square. Get the L squared term by itself. L squared minus 30L. Second step, find Z. Z equals negative 30 divided by 2 squared, which is 15 squared, which is 225. Sorry. Area equals negative 2 L squared minus 30L plus 225 minus 225. First 3 became a perfect square trinomial. I hope this question is right on your quiz, or I'm going to be very disappointed for those of you talking. Maybe.
Exactly.
That's a negative 15.
What's the point?
Yeah.
It's easy to mark, and those of you who didn't pay attention, maybe you get the message. 2 goes into the square brackets. Am I going too fast for anybody? Is this okay? Just gotta put the 2 into the side square brackets. Negative 2, L minus 15 squared, plus 450. Vertex, 15 and 450. Okay, which means max area 450 meters squared when the length is 15 meters.
The length of your wall.
Just the length. What's the width?
Oh, so because you have 2 lengths.
L, sorry. This is L, right? L and area. Those are the 2 things we're plotting here. So I found L. L is 15 to maximize the area to 450. So I know each of these is 15, and then I could, if the question asked me to solve for W. Paul.
I got that same answer, but like I didn't spend.
Oh, okay. Then I'll give you the next question, and you will be there for 3 days. I'm just telling you right now. We do this for a reason, right? We've had this conversation before, where like I give you a process, you follow the process, you're able to answer any question I give you. I'm gonna find a hard one now, and you're not gonna be able to do it without completing the square. If you do, it'll be impressive. I just wouldn't do it that way, right? Like I can do that without me like step by step. I can do that in under 3 minutes. I can do it quick because I've done it 200 times, you know? I keep changing the number. It could be 300, it could be, I don't know, 3,000, I don't know. Okay? I'll find a hard one now, and we'll see what happens.
Or not even a unit or review.
Oh, you can do something right now. What do you mean, Unit 4 review? That's been on the board for 4 days.
No, like right now, your practice.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's a practice right there.
Makes me feel better too.
Okay?